In her latest interview, Dakota Johnson shocked Hollywood when she recalled her special relationship with co-star Jamie Dornan, who created the legend of 50 Shades with her. When asked about the distance between the two after the series ended, Dakota smiled and said softly, "Jamie and I have never really been apart. There are connections that time cannot erase. Revolving hearts, an invisible bond between two artistic souls." Many years after 50 Shades ended, Dakota and Jamie still keep in touch. The two always give each other respectful and warm words in every interview. Fans have often spotted them appearing together at private events, and the look they give each other is still the same as the first day they met. Jamie Dornan once shared in a private conversation, "With Dakota, I don't just see a co-star. She is a companion who helps me live true to the character, and to myself. Sparkles 50 Shades, and a friendship that never fades." Behind the spotlight, the two still silently support each other's careers. Dakota always follows Jamie's projects, while Jamie does not hesitate to praise Dakota at award ceremonies. Fans on social media call them another version of Christian Anna in real life, two people who once bonded through emotional frames, and then after all, still found each other with rare empathy and friendship. Hibiscus connection without titles. When asked if she ever thought about working together again, Dakota just smiled and replied, "Who knows? There are things between me and Jamie that will never end." Those words made fans explode with emotion, raising hopes for an emotional reunion between the couple who once made millions of hearts flutter. Rose signs that make fans believe that the old flame has never died. Recently, the online community has spread a series of images that are said to be Dakota and Jamie appearing together at a private event in London. Although both of them kept silent, the way Dakota looked at Jamie in that photo was enough to make fans melt. An international fanpage account commented, "There are looks that only people who have loved each other can give." Many people believe that the connection between them goes beyond the limits of cinema. It is a rare harmony of souls, trust and understanding between two artists who have experienced intense emotional journeys together on screen. Speech balloon. What does Hollywood say about this admission? After Dakota Johnson shared the saying, "never really apart," a series of major newspapers such as Variety, People and Vanity Fair simultaneously republished it. A famous writer commented, "Dakota is not just talking about Jamie Dornan, she is talking about the best chapter of her career and life." Meanwhile, close friends of both also hinted that Jamie and Dakota's relationship is still warmer and stronger than ever, even though each is currently going their separate ways. Sparkling heart, memories that cannot be erased, and promises that have not been spoken. In an old interview, Jamie Dornan once choked up when talking about Dakota. "I don't know who I would be without Dakota in those years." The statement, when heard again now, suddenly has a different meaning, as an affirmation that there is still something deeper between them than just co-stars. Fans are hoping for something bigger, maybe a new movie, or a public reunion between the two who created a legendary love story on the silver screen. Glowing star. When two stars still look towards the same sky. Although Dakota is busy with independent projects, and Jamie continues to conquer Hollywood with a new role, it seems that in every step, there is still the shadow of the other. A close source shared, "Dakota has always been watching Jamie, and in return, Jamie has never stopped being proud of her." Perhaps, without the need for flowery words, it is the silence and the eyes they give each other that are the clearest proof. That feeling is still there, just not called out. Dizzy. Jamie Dornan finally speaks up, and the world goes silent. Just days after Dakota Johnson made waves in the media with her admission that, "Jamie and I have never really been apart," the Irish actor has unexpectedly broken his silence. In an interview with Esquire magazine, when asked about Dakota's statement, Jamie Dornan smiled slightly, his eyes shining with emotion. "Dakota always knows how to leave me speechless. I think she's right." In that moment, not only the interviewer, but the whole world seemed to go silent. After many years, Jamie finally admitted that there was an indefinable feeling between him and Dakota. Rose, a journey that doesn't end, just pauses. Jamie added that, although their lives have changed, every time he looks back at 50 Shades, he always feels like his heart is still there. There are people who come into your life and leave an indelible mark. Dakota is one of them. These words spread at a dizzying speed, fans everywhere reposted with the caption, "They may not be together, but their hearts still belong to each other." Movie camera reunion rumors. Mysterious project is being speculated. Inside sources at Universal Pictures revealed that there is a romantic film project being discussed, with the participation of both Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson. If this information is true, this will be a reunion after nearly a decade, marking a new chapter in the journey of the couple who once shook Hollywood. A close director hinted. When Jamie and Dakota appear in front of the camera, it is not just acting, it is real emotion. Revolving Hearts love doesn't need to be declared, it just needs to exist. Although no one said we love each other directly, their every look and every word were enough to make fans believe that an invisible bond still connected the two people. Dakota once said, "There are things I don't need to say, because Jamie understands even when I am silent." And Jamie, in a never-before-released behind-the-scenes clip, looked at Dakota and whispered, "Thank you for always being here." Hibiscus, a new chapter is opening. Hollywood is now waiting for what's next. Will it be a movie, a declaration of love, or simply a public handshake? Either way, the story between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson has gone beyond all boundaries. Not just co-stars, not just friends, but two souls that have never stopped looking for each other. Crescent Moon Hollywood shock. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson caught together at night. While fans were still buzzing about the emotional confession of the two, last night, social media exploded with images of Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson leaving a restaurant in Los Angeles together. The photo was blurry but still enough to make out Jamie's tall figure, slight smile, and the signature silk dress Dakota wore in a recent advertising shoot. The two are said to have left in the same black SUV, under the flashing lights of paparazzi. A witness at the scene shared with Entertainment Tonight. "They didn't try to hide it. Jamie opened the door for Dakota, and she smiled at him. There was no mistaking that smile." Collision. The online community exploded, millions of comments after just a few hours. On Twitter and Instagram, the hashtag Jamie and Dakota again climbed to the top of the global trending after just 3 hours. Fans around the world re-shared the photo with tearful comments. If this is real, they went on a big detour just to find each other. It feels like Christian Grey and Anna Steele never left the screen. A Vietnamese fanpage account wrote, "Sometimes love is just going back to the person who made you smile, and Jamie and Dakota did it." Sparkles. The insiders remain silent but the eyes say it all. Representatives for both Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson have declined to comment, but a source close to them confirmed. They still keep in touch regularly. There is a very deep trust between them. And that night was no coincidence. A friend of Jamie revealed that the two attended a small party of close friends, where they chatted all evening, and even held hands when leaving. Red heart. Unconcealable affection. Hollywood is restless. Major magazines such as Vogue, People and Harper's Bazaar simultaneously published news with almost the same headline. Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, old flames rekindled? A public relations expert commented, "They are both at the peak of their careers, but they still seem to find peace when they are together. That is rare in this world. Rose end are beginning, only they know." Jamie once said, "Sometimes you have to go far away to understand that you still belong to the original place." Dakota, in a recent interview, simply said, "Some people, no matter what, will always stay in your heart." And perhaps no more words are needed. What people saw last night was the answer the world has been waiting for 10 years.